Hey, Whore Hive. Happy Monday. We have a very special listener who is doing something amazing for one of our followers who may possibly be in need. I want to read you her mail so that if you need to reach out to her, that you can. She says, hey guys, after 6 weeks, I finally beat COVID-19. And now that I'm negative, I'm donating my plasma for antibodies. There are many cases where a donation has been urgently needed for a transfusion to give someone, and the antibodies needed to survive the battle. To your families, whoever it might be, a lot of people are left to plead for donors on social media. And this is obviously disproportionately happening to Black people. And this is who she wants to donate to. So if you have somebody in your life, if it's you, if it's a friend, if it's a family member, anybody that needs an antibody donation, please write her directly. She even made a Gmail for this, Bri COVID antibody, BRI COVID antibody at Gmail. Or you can write her on IG at chefboyarbrii. She wants to know what your blood type is, if it's a match, and she'll donate it to you. So we want to thank you so much, Bri. That's fucking amazing. And yeah, keep this whole shit alive.
We'll be sure that that information is in the description of this episode. So if you didn't catch that, just visit the description of this episode and the information will be there if you are in need. What up, though? What up? We motherfucking here again, once again, recording remotely because apparently this is never going to end. It's never going to fucking end. We are stuck in our goddamn houses.
Apparently, hoe and COVID is life.
I'm honestly, okay? It's funny because if you go back and listen, I got on all you bitches about going to get dick. Well, guess what? I'm okay with it now. Go out and date, get dick, suck it, have threesomes. Because guess what? This is the new fucking norm. So fuck it, bitch. Fuck it. I'm not getting on y'all. Anyways, welcome to another episode of Whoreible. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this episode, guys. Once again, this is your girl, Mandii B, a.k.a. Peg the Stallion, a.k.a. Full Court Pumps, a.k.a. Mandii Baskins, a.k.a. Dat Bitch, and Weezy.
Okay, well, if she's Mandii Baskins, I'm Ho Exotic, but we have a better one in the house today. Drum roll for one of my favorite hoes on the internet.
Woo! That is me.
She said, that is me. Hey, y'all. And you guys may have heard us not only speak about her, but if you follow me on Twitter, you probably see her pussy every day because I retweet it. And I do. I retweet it. Listen, I don't think you know how much I love you. I think I've been following you and we've kind of been going back and forth at least the last 2 years, I would say, a year. Easy. Yeah. And I think I hit you up when I first started following you and you were like, girl, I'm in, I don't know, Memphis. You were in, you were down there.
Yep.
And you're not in Memphis anymore.
Ooh, hell no.
You're like, no, hell no.
Where do you live?
Nowhere, California. Like literally in the mountains in Victorville.
Where the fuck is the Victorville?
Exactly. Wow. Nowhere. Exactly. I don't know.
Victor?
But we up here off like historic Route 66 with nothing.
Girl, you got all this.
Well, I mean, bitch, that's why you be outside fucking yourself by the motherfucking pool.
Man, fuck by the pool. She be pulling up the Starbucks drive-thru
everywhere. If I got a toy with me, we getting it in.
Listen,
I love it. So, guys, Miss BNasty is in the 0.1 top % of the creators on OnlyFans. We have talked about OnlyFans and how much it has kind of became a whole fucking term in itself. Like OnlyFans is now, like you say it, you automatically know what it is. Also, just the stigma around it. We want to get into that for the Whoreible decision. But before we do that, before we get onto the OnlyFans, we want to talk about our last orgasms. Yeah, I'm going to really leave this part to you and Weezy because I'm team abstinent over here. And girl, actually, bitch,
yourself,
I came talking to Jadena, but I'm going to bring that up at the end of the show. You know, bitch, I was leaking talking to that fine ass man. Manifestation in the goddamn building. But anyways, girl, he fine. Everybody know he fine. Just fine as shit.
Just so fine.
B, can you talk to our audience on the last time you experienced an orgasm, both solo and with someone else?
So solo was like when I told you to give me 5 minutes. Like solo was about,
bitch,
about
I thought
20
you
minutes ago.
Mic.
I was smoking and you said, hey, we got to get on early. So I was like, I'm nervous. So I was like, let me just go rub one out real quick. Loosen up.
You're nervous. You're nervous, bitch. You're nervous, bitch. You uploaded a video that just came on my timeline where your truffle butter ass juice came out, but you nervous.
A little bit.
The fuck?
Well, it's nice. You know, it's different. It's new for me to talk to other people. I'm usually.
That's really sweet. What about? No, I mean, it's great to connect with people from the internet, especially people that you admire. Like, you know, it's funny because I feel like years ago to say that you're a fan of someone makes you look like a groupie, but now we're just able to celebrate each other in this way. And especially the way that you celebrate women on your timeline. I know you've put me onto girls. I'm an OnlyFans user. And I'm just like really happy to see women do that. So I'm so glad that we're sharing this together.
Well, even when I thought
Speaking of sharing
OnlyFans, clearly I have mine for my feet. Because I followed B for so long, I hit her up immediately. It was like, what is your referral thing? So I make sure I sign up. I signed up my OnlyFans under. Now, girl, I ain't been really keeping up with it, so I don't know what coins you're really seeing from me. But, yeah, I hit her up and automatically was like, well, I know that OnlyFans takes out their percentage, but I know that there is a referral program. And I was like, girl, let's do this.
And that's changed, too.
Yeah. B, what about the sharing? When's the last time you shared an orgasm? Not the last time, but just tell us how you came when you were sharing it with someone. Or shit, to your audience.
In Miami.
Bitch, I was living through your motherfucking
right
Miami
before
post.
quarantine happened. In Miami.
And shout out to both Nazir and Raquel Savage. So they came onto our show. I love Raquel. She's lit. But y'all had like mad bitches. Y'all was on a goddamn boat fucking.
For those of you who cannot see, B is taking a breather and looking up to the ceiling right now, and I'm gonna guess that's from Nazir's.
Oh, not even that.
His big.
Not even just Nazir. But, okay, his dick is really nice. So if you're listening and you just want to know, the dick is nice. The tongue is wonderful. Like nice. It's please.
I just
he is available. If you need his number, just hit me up.
I hate how he does the little dancing in the pussy. I can't stand it. I hate it.
He's also but he's respectful. So if you're like, hey, I'm not with that, he knows he actually will talk to you. He doesn't talk in his videos. Like all my fans have pointed this out. He doesn't say shit in his videos, but like off screen, the nigga's a big goofball and he's fucking fun to be around.
Yeah, after we recorded with him, we ended up going to a bar and we got shit-faced drunk. Me and Raquel made out. I feel like I make out with a lot of people when I get drunk. But
you also
it was
can't help it around her.
She oozes sex. she literally oozes sex.
She has a very I think the other thing too about Raquel is like it's weird. She has almost like a mother hen,
and it's with her smash motions.
And she's still sexy at the same time. Like, why?
Yeah, she's motherly. I'm talking about super motherly, and it's like, bitch, are you sure you don't want to have no kids?
Very warm,
right?
Oh, the last time I came, I just realized when Mandii said the 5-minute thing. Bitch. So I don't know. This is really weird to say because a lot of people are like, oh, at least you have somebody to fuck during COVID. But I still really like masturbating. Like, I don't really feel like just because the dick is here, I need to utilize it. I love my hand. And I love being nasty in my own world with porn. So I was supposed to be making lunch. I was like, oh, let me know when you're off your call. So I was masturbating. He's like, hey, I'm ready. Bitch, I show popped up and was like, give me 5 minutes. I'm just wrapping up an email. And went right back to gangbang bukkake porn and came out and made that motherfucking chicken with a little bit of pussy on it.
I'm weak.
And my shared orgasm, because there's nothing else to do to really spice shit up, I sent a picture of my pussy to a nigga that was 10 feet away behind a door and said, come get it. And we fucked, and that was fun. I really miss sending nudes. If we're just another further proximity away, there's just what the fuck is it? Like just sending nudes makes me feel better.
I've always liked to send nudes, so OnlyFans is not a big jump for me.
Right? It's like, but don't get me wrong. If you send too many nudes, like my nigga gave me a tap back one time and like sent a heart on it, and I was like, excuse me?
It's so funny because I just started talking to somebody. I don't think I'm gonna bring him up on the pod. I don't know yet, but I'm talking to somebody right now. And I was so happy when he said he don't really like videos. Like I felt almost like a sigh of relief. I said good because I hate making videos. And then I'm not gonna lie, I hate videos. What? I hate sending nudes. And B, with you, when I see your videos, I be like, my shits look like shit compared to like how you be like doing a whole production. And it's funny because I was just talking to.
Well, bitch, I mean, if it's like if you're taking a selfie and you got a real model,
you know what's
bitch, this show,
you know what's crazy? That's like, so the guy that I'm talking to, well, there's two of them, and I ain't even, bro, they old. I can't even believe it. There's a whole little, I don't know. The quarantine done changed my life. Apparently, with quarantine, I like old niggas. So I got a salt and pepper on the West Coast and a salt and pepper on the East Coast, and the salt and pepper on the West Coast. Me and him, I just love getting a selfie from him. Like when he's smoking his weed, I'd be like, "Ooh, send me a picture." And I just want to.
Look
He
at him.
does. I love
camera.
it. He just be so old. I mean, the camera do be close to his face, but he's
Oh,
so fun.
Lord.
I love it.
The ones that be up under the chin.
One of them has Instagram. The other one does not have Instagram. So, yeah,
That's the fucking
man.
lit shit, bitch. You got
He ain't got no social media.
They're the
They
real
are.
hoes.
They're trying to stay low key. Baby, that's my baby daddy right there.
Mm-hmm.
Not that's my baby daddy.
Yes.
A word? Dude, you ever meet somebody fine and when they don't have Instagram, you're like, either he lying or this nigga's a true slut. Like,
I'm okay with a
If you
guy
don't
being
need
a slut,
bitches
though.
comment under his pictures talking about some that day was so good last night. And then he not gonna want to post your ass.
Oh, I'll be looking for the hard eyes. I'll be like, hold on, fuck, who is Lil Chica 86?
It's so funny that you even brought that up. So, outside of me having salt and pepper, Felon Bay was drunk last night, called me, and told me he loved me and wanted to be my boyfriend. And I'm like, no,
I thought he had a girlfriend.
He's been in the DMV for like the last month and a half. He's no longer with his girlfriend. And so like we've been FaceTiming and talking a lot, and he came out and said he loved me, and I like let him know up front. I was like, would you be cool with an open relationship? Straight up, because I'm gonna let you know there might be something else I want out there. And he was like, damn, so you want like a hierarchy with your niggas? And I was like,
A hierarchy, if you will.
He said he was open with an open relationship with me. He was no.
Did you say I love you back?
I did not, but I mean, like I've said on the show, like I really do care for him. I enjoy him. He's been to 2 of our live shows, so he supports me in every way that, without financial.
See, schmedium dicks are the ones.
See, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, and now if he want to wife me and still let me get big old dicks, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Right? I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, this might be. He said I'll be your Stedman. I was like, okay, bitch. That's what he said. I did tell him. I was like, you can't. I said I'm never gonna be your sugar mama. And he was like, don't worry, like, I'm going to get my shit together. Like, I'm going to get it together and be that for you, but let me be your Stedman. And I was like, I might have a boyfriend.
Bitch, if he want to be a felon
and then I felt really bad because then he was like, yeah, like, you know, we could take pictures. Like, I'll be on your social media. I said, oh, but you won't. So don't think I'm going to post you on.
He said, we could take pictures.
He thought I was going to post him on my Instagram. I was like, nah, we're not going to do that.
Girl, you could do the shit that bitches be doing, like, oh, he's so annoying, and when he's like, when a nigga be on,
no, I don't like. It's either I'm gonna put your whole face on there, or you ain't going on there at all. And I'm still collecting.
Oh no, I'm still
collecting niggas through them DMs. So speaking of DMs, B, do niggas be sliding in them DMs? Talk to us.
All the time. Yeah, all the time. All kinds, young and old, especially them new signed young boys who be getting them like NBA and NFL deals. Boy, they'd be the first ones.
For real? They want
All
you
day.
to teach them some things.
You know what it is, though? Think about it. You've been watching her for a minute, and now you have enough to actually speak to me, nigga. What's up? Like... That's really what it is. Imagine if like you just a regular dude and you're watching this woman who's not making more than you for one and just surpassing you. Like, I think it's across the board. We can all agree that you don't come off as a girl who's just making videos. Like you've got some personality there. You don't seem stupid. You're not what everyone would think of, like an OnlyFans girl to be. So I think it probably right, like a bimbo. And so I think if I just started getting NBA money, I'm like, let me hit this.
But see, I'm really picky.
I can save you.
Why are you picky?
Like,
In
I
what
don't
ways are
like
you
young
picky?
dudes. I don't feel like training them.
No?
How
I'm
old
29.
are you,
I'm
B?
going to be 30.
Oh, same age, bitch. Ew, millennials.
Same.
So I'm
Okay. So let me ask you, because this is something that just recently came up, and I was going to ask it for the sex tip, but since we're talking about liking guys and relationships and things like that, most recently you shared on your Twitter that you really, really liked a guy. We don't have to talk about the name of who it is or anything
Right.
like that, but you shared how you recently really, really liked a guy, and you wanted an MMF threesome with him, and you asked him for that, and he like completely got weird on you. Can you talk about, because a lot of women come to us and say, I want an MMF threesome. How do I ask my boyfriend or the guy that I'm fucking for an MMF threesome without him judging me? So can you talk about how that happened?
Yeah, so first of all, shout out to Raquel Savage, because like literally it's like, what would Raquel Savage do? That's literally how I answer questions now. So it's just something I'm into DP. It's I just like DP, so double penetration. And so I was just like, he was pretty cool with the booty eating stuff and like let me get into eating his ass. So
Okay.
he was cool with that.
baby
So I'm
steps.
thinking like he's pretty open and down for whatever. Like a lot of guys don't like when you introduce toys into the bedroom anyways, but he's been really cool with that. So I just thought he was just down for whatever, like whatever I wanted. And as soon as I hit him with that, he hit me with I just basically asked him, I was like, I want to try something. He's like, what do you want to try? And I was like, do you got somebody like you trust? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, somebody you trust, like somebody like you would like go bust down some females with. He was like, oh yeah, you know, my homeboy, we used to do this. I was like, oh man, for real, you used to do that? You used to rent your So what are y'all doing tonight?
Well, where is Craig?
Wait, that's
And
what
then he
you
was
said?
like, that's just not something I see myself doing with you. Like that's something I do to other girls, but not somebody I have feelings for. And he had feelings for me. I thought we were just
fucking.
Like I thought we were just fucking. I didn't know anything serious was coming about it. Like we just see each other. When we see each other, we fuck and we're going about our business. And he was just like, that's not what I'm here for. Like, I really like you. And I was like, I didn't know you felt this way. Like, when the fuck was I going to find out?
So because
But even if he did feel this way, I think that's the bigger issue about it. It's like, okay, you're starting to like me and now you can't treat me
Right.
like a slut.
So
Like,
you like me and you know I want this. Would you rather me cheat on you, or would you rather create a safe environment for me and do it with me?
So I want to tell you guys about a close friend of mine that just had a successful MMF. She has been fucking two dudes, one for 8 years and the other one for a few months, and cares about both of them. Maybe like under 12 months with the other guy. And she was like, look, I want this MMF to get done before I'm 40. It has to happen. I'm turning 40 soon. I got to figure this shit out. I'm not about to go online in my fat life. I want to do it with niggas that's verified good dick and guys that I actually want to fuck, which I found completely fair. So I'm like, well, wouldn't you just ask for a homeboy? And she's like, no, I want the two of them. Niggas do it to me all the time. Oh, I got this chick and y'all cool. Y'all will like each other, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, that's a fair point. She brings it up to both of them. One is totally down. The one of 8 years, like, I don't know. She's like, bitch, I got the whole scene to set up. I'm like, what you gonna do, bitch? She said, they hood niggas. I'm gonna just get some Dominoes, cook chicken, weed, and I'm gonna just start sucking dick and we gonna see what happens. I feel like this plan is not gonna go anywhere, right? Well, shit, joke's on me and you, Mandii, because the bitch said she invited them both over. She said they was smoking. She was cooking. She said she had some panties on. And she said at one point she suggested strip poker. And she was like, so you know I started losing, bitch. Gets like, she said titties out first. Fucking started sucking one dick. The other one's playing with her pussy. She said they fucked for like 10 fucking hours, bitch. And now these niggas hanging out during COVID.
So let me ask you, Britt, because she was successful. So he tells you nah, I don't want to do that with you.
Oh, I cut him off.
You cut him off because he wouldn't have the MMF with you?
Yeah, that's what I want. Like, it's on my bucket list. Like, yeah. So as sexual as people think that I am, there's a lot of stuff that I've never got to do. Like, I've been...
Go down that list, ho. I want to know.
What do you mean? All of it. Name it. Like, that was my first girl on girl experience in Miami.
Oh, wow.
That was my first fucking in front of people, like, that I didn't really know the group. Like, we had all just met, and then now we're all fucking in front of each other. So, like, that was new. Like, all that wild shit is new to me. So I want 2 dicks at once. Yes, I want that. I want you to let me peg you eventually, but if I can just eat your ass, that's great. Like, I want to go to a swingers club. I want to do all that shit. Like, I just want to wild out.
Honestly, sis, I'm so glad we've been texting because I got you. Especially out there in California, sis. I got you.
Come on.
Okay.
Well, we don't know where.
I don't. We gonna have to talk about geography because I know California like the size of the whole East Coast.
Well,
so
that's true.
Well, maybe one of them niggas can get a hotel. And speaking of hotels, ooh, bitch, a segue. Our vanilla shit this week. I found a really cool article about hotel spa managers and people that work at the front desk about weird requests that they've gotten and weird questions they've been asked by people that have visited. The first one I love is a true question that men have been asking. I think they did a survey of like maybe 100 people, like staff workers. Will I get aroused during a massage? While an erection can be an indicator of being psychologically aroused, it does not necessarily indicate the presence of emotional or sexual desire. Touch can activate the nervous system, and therapists will often run this through the customer and let them know that it's okay. But apparently, 3 out of 10 men are asking if it's okay.
Man, I don't give a fuck what the person looks like massaging me. My pussy starts getting wet. It's wet, and it don't matter if it's an Asian woman, if it's an old guy. It doesn't matter. Closed. You too, B?
Pussy be leaking. It's just like hot lava.
Like you don't need to put the oil down there.
I don't think you
need oil for the thigh massage.
All right. According to spaseekers.com, a question commonly asked by their customers is, hey, is it safe to have sex in the hot tub? While some people look at it as a romantic thing to do, it's never advised or even allowed in most establishments. Yet people actually still ask the question.
I want to bring up one as well, and I want to ask you, B. So y'all know I done fucked a couple athletes in my day or whatever. So I be fucking in hotels. Okay, I love a hotel fuck, and normally they think I'm loud. So we do normally try to see how soundproof the walls are, and that's one of the other questions.
How do you test them out?
You don't. You just. I mean, there's no way to really know.
You get that knock on that door.
You just. Well, I mean, but you can ask the front desk. Normally, they can let you know if there's been noise complaints. We just know until they start beating on the fucking doors. So that's where I wanted to ask you a question, B. Mm-hmm. You've lived. I don't know if you do live in a house or if you lived in an apartment, or like you said, you do a lot of. You play with your pussy in a lot of places, and you're loud.
Yes.
So I want to know if when you've gone into any hotels or any apartments that you've lived in, if you've warned your neighbors about your moans or that you may be loud, and how you know if something is soundproof or not.
No, I've never warned anybody, but I did get a phone call. So
from who?
I was on live. I was on OnlyFans live, and we was going at it. And so
who called you?
The front desk.
Bitch, shut up.
The front desk called me and was like, there's been some complaints about some noises coming from your room. And I was like, oh, my bad. And I just turned the music up.
I'm working.
Did you say that you were working?
No. I was like, oh, okay. And I just turned the music up a little bit more. I guess they were just sick of hearing me like, I'm coming, fuck. And then like... So I guess I can understand.
You have a very loud, almost white.
Yes, that's why I asked, because you are very vocal in your videos.
Y'all,
you have a
think I'm vocal?
I think so.
Really?
You be like, oh my god,
joke.
oh my
god, making noises too. I'm like,
I do too.
Sometimes it be grunts. Like sometimes I lock up and I just be like, sorry guys, I'm stuck.
I've seen your lockup before, and I really appreciate that. Like you show that because I feel like we all hate our orgasm.
Never showed it for like 2 years.
Really?
Never.
What made you show it? Did people want to see it? Did
Somebody
people ask
leaked
for that?
it.
What do you mean?
So like on lives, like, you know, you really when you're on live, it's really hard to control. On Cam Soda, it's really hard to control like what they're seeing and what they're recording or whatever. And so like I didn't mind showing my face on there, and they had caught me where I was just in a position where my face was in the camera, and that just never disappeared. And they were like, when I was going through the comments, and that's what I do is when I find things leaked, I just scroll through the comments to see what they talk about. So through the comments, like, oh, her faces, I love her faces. Oh, her faces made me come. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh, nothing. Because it was ugly. I'm talking about like, I don't even know the politically correct word, but it's the word that we're not supposed to use.
Girl, we be fucking up words all the time, and we be getting dragged for it. So good.
You don't know the politically correct
word? That's not the word I was going to use.
That's not the word.
Oh.
That is not the word.
Oh, I got you. And actually, let's just get into one of our ads. Fuck. We want to thank today's sponsors, adamandeve.com. Listen, at the end of this episode, I really wanted us to talk about today, mainly about how to help girls make OnlyFans pages, especially during this time. And honestly, Adam and Eve will probably get your whole kit started, bitch. Dildos, vibrators, the booty training, anal dilator kit. We always fucking talk about that shit. But Adam and Eve wants you to know that the best part of staying at home is playing at home. So take advantage of the downtime and choose almost any one item at half off, 50% off. And when you do that, you're going to get 10 free boredom busting gifts. They definitely wrote that
10 of them
in the read today.
10, bitch.
Hold on now.
10 of them.
It might be something
movies,
I might not have. Let me see.
I doubt it. A 3-piece bonus kit, 6 spicy movies, and best of all, free shipping right to your door. It's discreet, so your neighbors may not see an Amazon package, but it won't say ho shit on the box. And all you have to do is type in WD50 to check out and get your half off of that almost any one item. Sex toys are going to make this time for us be so enjoyable. Even shopping from home is fun. Go on adamandeve.com and have fun.
I'm excited to get into our next segment, which is the hors d'oeuvre. And our hors d'oeuvre is actually sex tips. And I want to actually ask you, normally we ask our guests to give sex tips. And one that I want to pull from Twitter is someone who asked if you actually really squirt every time you squirt, if it's real every time you squirt, and also how you have managed to make yourself squirt. And this is a question and a tip that I would like from you because, bitch, only niggas have been able to make me squirt, and I want to know how to make my own pussy shoot 10 feet in the fucking air. So can you give us some sex tips on your squirting techniques?
All right, so what happens is I like the dual stim. I like clit stimulation and G-spot stimulation. I feel like when you're not all the way in. See, the problem is they put the dick all the way in thinking touching the back of it is doing something. But it's like right up in there.
Yep.
Right up in there. So I like the toys that curve up, thrust, or are really thick and like you can squeeze
like King Noir's mold.
Oh my god,
girl! I got a story about that mold, but
I am signing up to get the experience.
A lot of men are insecure about their curved penises.
What?
And I'm curious to know.
I don't like curved dicks.
There's a lot of articles online about how do I straighten my penis? How do I blah 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 blah? And you're saying that you enjoy the curved toys. Now, just for curved dicks that you have slept with, have you found that you've had more squirting?
Actually,
what experiences have been different for you during sex, but not
during
toys,
actual sex? Only one person has made me squirt, and it was not a curved dick; it was just a big dick.
Say that, bitch. So can you get back into the tips for people like myself and the listener who submitted the question about how you get yourself to reach that type of orgasm with squirting?
Never the first second, third, or fourth orgasm that I'm squirting on.
Okay, so it's what number?
It's like built up. It's like you've already come a lot, and you're banging them out one after another. That's how I squirt. Like there's no break from the clit. There's no break from banging. I'm constant.
What with how long are you doing it? Like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour? How long does it like take your body to get ready?
Me specifically, it can be sometimes it can happen in a 20-minute video, 5-minute. I come fast. I come real fast now. Like real
and
fast.
do you suggest for a person to be hydrated? Because I know like when I had a person, when I was dealing with the guy who liked golden showers, we would drink, but also water, like a mix between drinking liquor, of course, and water. So how much water would you say you drink before one of these sessions that you're going to squirt?
I drink a gallon a day, so I'm up and I'm drinking water, and then I'm drinking water throughout the whole day, but you still have to go pee. I know, and I have none right now, but, you have to go pee before. You have to empty your bladder.
Okay.
So bladder is empty. And you are basically banging it out and coming until you feel that pee sensation. And most people clench, like they clench on it. Don't let it go.
Oh, girl, you making me bring back memories on that shit. Just
back. I want to just get right into that because all suggestions for squirting are drink a lot of water, because you're peeing.
No, she said the bladder's empty.
Yeah, it's not, it doesn't smell. Okay, so fetish content, right?
Yep.
I do know what my urine smells like. Yes. And I do know what it looks like. It's still yellow. It still looks like urine and it smells like urine. When I squirt and it gets on my face frequently. So, it never tastes like, it literally tastes like pussy water to me. Like
pussy water.
What a fucking great marketing
pussy water.
CW?
Well,
so like
Plies did say the pussy tastes like water.
The pussy water. Yeah. Pussy. It tastes like how my vagina tastes, and then watered down. Like that's literally
not watered down pussy juice, ho.
Yeah. So you're not getting the full fish fillet. You just get a little. So your tips are for it to be, and again, I just want to go over these tips from BNasty. If you are looking to make yourself squirt, you said that the toy, you need to do penetration as well as clitoral stimulation, correct? And for the penetration, you said it needs to be either really large toy or a toy that curves up, and it needs to be thrusted, right? Yeah, but you also got to find that spot. So I highly suggest, and also these are tips that just work for me. I understand everybody's body is different.
Right.
Disclaimer. So for me, when I squirt, those work best for me on the clit and the toy, but you also need to go sit in the mirror with your fingers and find how far that spot is. Cause like mine to me is like, I know y'all really can't see my fingers cause we're supposed to be talking, but then you can see my fingers kind of. So then it's like 2 inches in.
2 inches.
So she's kind of above her she's a little bit above her knuckle.
So yeah, and then like with this, like if I slipped it in right here, I know about right here with a little curve up, that's the spot for me. So you gotta find that spot, and I feel like you're going to feel it better.
B, I have to know how much do you masturbate, because you seem very, very in tune with your vagina, and I am curious to know, like, did it come from masturbation, or you think just
I was
being
not
sexual?
Sexual prior to this? All this is new. I was a child rape survivor, so I was not sexual at all. Sex was how they tried to push it onto you with somebody you love, you know, try to save it for marriage, or, you know, it's like a chore. It always felt like a chore, something you had to do. It wasn't nothing or that was ever exciting for me, except for when I first started.
Okay. And
that's just because like that was my first love, and you know, it was our first time together, and it was actually pretty nice. So, you know, that was cool. But then as the partners afterwards, it was like a chore. There was no orgasms. It wasn't nothing that I would talk to y'all about right now because it was whack. So right.
I guess, and this is something that you've shared even on your Twitter that is really interesting. Just how even on your OnlyFans, you don't have too many videos with other people. A lot of it is self pleasure. Have you gotten over, you think, that trauma with other people or no? Like, I want to know kind of your relationship with sex now, being that you do so much, you know?
With OnlyFans, I keep my personal sex life off OnlyFans because there had to be some sort of separation. I didn't want sex to feel like work. So I do have sex not as often as I would like, but outside of what I'm doing on OnlyFans. So that is happening. Real sex is happening. I'm just not recording it. Yeah, I'm just not recording it because that should be for me. Like, I finally got dick after 9 months before Miami because I needed to dust off the pussy before I delivered it to Miami. So I went, got that taken care of, and that was wonderful. I'm going back for seconds. So
hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and hit up Raquel and let her know. Hey, I'll come down and be the cameraman. I'll oil y'all up. Let's get on that boat. I'll be the bartender.
Can I be the oil?
I'm actually mad because I shared this, but prior to the whole pandemic, King Noir was coming up here, and we had talked about him allowing me to direct one of his shoots because he does a lot of in-house production as well. Oh, girl, we'll talk. I'll set that up. But yeah, and so I'm so mad because I was about to add a dash porn director to my motherfucking titles. Okay.
I want him and Jasmine to just have their way with me.
Sayla, you know what? We gonna group chat.
I'm signing up. I'm gonna pay for that.
Look, you gonna look.
I want the whole experience.
I'll set it up. See, me and King's relationship is so like we were just talking about. So who's your top 5 starters in basketball? Like me and it, or he'll send me like shit, but I'm like, okay, all right. I'm sure everyone wants to see your dick, King. Like, calm down. So real quick, because we're about to get into OnlyFans. We've talked about it a little bit. But before we get into OnlyFans, I want to let you know that this week's episode is also brought to you by Blue Chew. Now, you're saying you're having some sex. I don't know how long they lasting, but Blue Chew will have you fucking all day, sis.
Because if you want to make a bitch squirt like B, seem like she need a few rounds.
Yes,
like your
rounds.
Need to be up.
Guys, if you're not familiar with Blue Chew, you can now increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed with Blue Chew. It brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to a doctor's office, which is good because nobody wants to go to the doctor right now and fear fucking getting coronavirus. So you're not going to the doctor's office. You're actually filling out a questionnaire on bluechew.com, and based on those answers, they will go ahead and ship you your prescription right to your door, again in a discreet package. We know that there's still a lot of stigma behind sex. So just like with Adam and Eve, you're getting this subscription in a discreet package. So right now, for you guys.
I've seen the package, by the way. It's just a plain brown box. And it doesn't say Blue Chew as the sender. Don't ask how I know, please, but I know.
So for our guests, this is so exciting. You can visit bluechew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our promo code Whoreible. That's WHOREIBLE. You are just paying $5 for shipping. So once again, that's bluechew.com, promo code Whoreible to try it for free. Blue Chew is better, cheaper, faster, and use that shit. And now, the moment y'all have all been motherfucking waiting for. Goddamn, here we go.
Now, if you live on a planet where you have somehow never heard of OnlyFans, somehow, I hope you have, because Beyonce talks about it. But if you haven't, I do want to say, I've always called it a porn marketplace. That's how I feel like OnlyFans works. However, I've seen it been called a social media platform, and I found one of the best ways to describe it that I like is Patreon for porn. I really like OnlyFans be described that way. It also has a great interface. Like I said, I'm a user as well. I'm a subscriber. I just follow black girls. But anyway, so basically, OnlyFans, I really wanted us to talk about. I know we've been wanting to have BNasty come on for a long time, but it feels like it's so much more important today specifically because everybody has been figuring out how do we make money at home. And I think it only would do us justice to learn from one of the greats. I mean, even before COVID.
The top creator. Right. I want to say creator, bitch. You are the top. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
I don't either, bitch. I'm sure there's some white hoes up there like, no, I have 5 more subscribers. I don't give a fuck about you, bitch. We talking about B. But I wanted to drop a few stats that I found interesting. So they've seen a 75% increase in users since COVID. And there was a 15% spike in traffic the day Beyonce dropped it on that new single. And I did want to bring up 3 people that are using it, celebrities. One, Black China, who's charging $50 a month. All I know about is she has foot videos on there right now. She also charges $950 for personal phone calls. If you would like to say hello.
Wow.
I guess. Erica and Safari have one. He claims he is in the top 1% as well of OnlyFans creators, making $112K in just 2 weeks. He sent that to Kaya when Kaya was talking shit about them. I don't know if y'all saw that clip. She was like, didn't they just have a baby? What they doing? And he charges $20.99 a month, where Erica Mena charges $29.99. I feel like her Instagram's an OnlyFans, but hey, if you're a fan.
I also, but before we go, he's a friend of mine, and I want to actually talk about him because he's had all of the jokes. Casanova is another celebrity who has also joined OnlyFans, and he's charging $50 a month, but there has been speculation that he is dick fishing and using other people's dick pics on his page. I really
wanted to bring up people.
Yes, well, I don't give a fuck. I wanted to bring that up because I think it's important to know that people are creating these pages, and they are using other people's content. I think that's just as important as the people making it and actually putting themselves on there, but also knowing that people are on there not having sex. Shout out to Stephanie Santiago, her OnlyFans. She decided to post what she felt like she could make money off. She was posting videos in lingerie, dancing around, smoking weed, and putting it on Instagram where she wasn't making money. And so she's not fucking on her Instagram either. And she making bank. So we wanted to start this conversation off with who I think is one of the OnlyFans, like, bitch, your face needs to be on the OnlyFans logo.
Is it because we're part of Black Twitter? Or like, bitch, I swear to God.
I don't know, bitch, but everybody know Miss BNasty.
B, I've been on calls talking about you without, like, no bullshit. Was on a production call with a network. They're like, yeah, we're just trying to cover different, sex marketplaces. I'm like, well, I know somebody. I don't know her, but I know her, but I need her.
I appreciate you.
I really think you are, but we really look at you as like the staple for that. And I think what makes it even cooler, if you guys don't know, you were in the Navy, you're a single mom, you're Black, you're independent as shit. How do you start an OnlyFans? Because I feel like when people hear about women doing porn, it's like, oh my God, you did nothing with your life. Well, it seems like you did. Yeah. You still chose sex. So
how did you get here? Could you go with us, because you actually have a really interesting story, and I want to let it be uninterrupted because you've tweeted about it. I've heard you talk about your relationship with your ex and how it led you to OnlyFans. Yeah. So could you share that story with our listeners, please?
My ex, he was a very sexual being, and I was not. And he always said that it was okay. However, it was not okay because he couldn't keep his dick to himself. So, finally, after a spout of catching him cheating, he had not been cheating for a while, and I had found out he was actually going on to Cam Soda. He introduced me to something else. My Free Cams. And I don't... Anyways, I found he was spending money with them. So at first I was a pick me, and spending money. I'm talking about like it's on the credit card, it's on the bank statement, it's right there. So
now before we start, last week, I don't know if you listened, our home mail was actually if watching cam girls was considered cheating. Did you consider that he was cheating on you because he was paying these cam models?
Yes, I did. In the beginning, I did. But I have to be fair. I was a pick-me. So, like...
in what way?
He probably, he didn't... this personality that everybody sees on social media, he didn't find it charming. He didn't think it was attractive. He preferred me to be only in heels, prim and proper, you know, sexy all times. And that's not me, obviously. So he didn't like my personality. He was always constantly changing me and telling me like, oh, by 29, you're going to be perfect. Shout out to him. He was right. I am perfect now. And I am 29 and perfect. So, you know, but basically I caught him with the cam girl spending money, and it felt like cheating. So I was just like, he's just never going to stop. He's just going to keep finding ways to just disrespect me. So, and he like big booty girls and just nasty girls. And I was like, I am not that. Like, what are you taking nasty dildos out your booty hole, put it in your mouth? Ew, bitch, what is you doing? Like, no. Yeah, that is disgusting. You have no self-respect. Like, and then next thing I know, I'm signing up to do it. Because like, if this nigga's gonna be looking at bitches, then I'm the bitch he finna be looking at. Dope.
So, did you send him those videos?
Hmm?
Oh no, I still want to. I want to go into, because you're no longer with this person. So what was his reaction when you got onto OnlyFans or whatever? Yeah, I know, it's really good. That's all. Bitch, tell the story.
Okay. So I signed up, and like I'm one of those open people. So like I called like my best friends, my parents, everybody. I was like, hey, everybody, look, I'm finna be a cam model. So nobody was surprised, because I've been talking about Playboy and being a stripper for forever, but I cannot dance and I had no titties. So here we are. And my mom and my stepfather were just like, you know, don't be ashy, clean up around your background, you know, wear cute stuff. And, you know, they were giving me tips, and I'm like, you niggas is nasty, but I'm writing this shit down. Let's go. So signed up, did the W-9 for Cam Soda. I started off camming first. I was camming anonymously for 6 months. And finally one night I logged on. I had posted my little pictures. I felt, you know, bold and everything. I knew he was on. We were sleeping in separate rooms. We were fighting about something, and I had been on, and finally I seen like his name come in on the room, and it was like, are you fucking serious? Like, what the fuck is this? And the next thing I knew, he was busting in the other room, and we was fucking on live cam, and we made a whole bunch of money. A whole bunch. 6,000 in one night. My first time.
Excuse me?
My first time live on Cam Soda.
Wow.
And did you have a large social media following at this time?
About 6,000 Twitter followers, 1,000 Instagram followers, maybe 4,000 Instagram followers.
That's not a lot at all. I think the thing that deters people a lot is their social media presence. Everybody thinks, oh my God, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not popping like that on IG. Like, I'm not going to make it. But I do want to know, you know, you are someone who's successful at this, so obviously you've put some time into it. What is your work day like? How many hours a week do you work? What days of the week? Shit like that. Like, tell us about your work day.
In the beginning, like I would get all done up first thing in the morning and shoot all day. But that's just the content. It would be great, I guess, because they liked it, but it just wasn't as exciting as what I'm doing now. Now if I wake up and I feel like, you know what, I'm going to make a video today. Now it's just like, do I want to make a video outside? Do I want to make it in my room? And do I feel like wearing makeup? Like, nah, I don't feel like wearing makeup today. So we just going to natural it out. Basically, I'm just masturbating on camera until I feel like I've come enough.
Why do you think you're so popular, though? What is it about you?
I looked like Carrie Hilson.
That bitch, say that shit.
That's really what it was.
Cherry Hilson is one of my favorite porn stars.
She actually looks like Carrie Hilson. So I don't know what everybody.
You don't think you do?
Because like I'm like,
bitch, you look like her too.
I do not see it. It's the white people nose. Like that's all it is. We just got that white people slope nose. You don't
fucking think the Earth is flat too, or whatever she said.
No. She almost messed up she almost messed us up.
Wait, you felt like wait. She almost messed up what you had going on because she said that.
People was like, oh my God, somebody come get Miss BNasty. Well, that's why Miss BNasty is the only one we claim now. And I'm like, no, Carrie, stop, please.
That's funny as fuck.
And then she's trying to drop new music. Like, girl, just put me in your video one time.
Yeah. So I want to ask you this too. So you masturbate daily. You drop a lot of content as well. What is one of the weirdest requests? Because you get creative. Could you share with us maybe one of the weirdest requests? This is why I don't be drinking while we record.
Someone said that men are asking to like buy their shit.
Buy my shit?
But she didn't even seem like she was that. No. That when I looked it up, like weirdest requests, like some of them were like about buying shit. And I feel like she didn't even have as many followers as you. So I know them niggas was asking some weird
what's
shit.
the weirdest request that you've gotten?
Put a butt plug in my mouth after I took it out of my butt, and then I didn't look at it, and then so there was shit on it, and then like Twitter ate me alive for the last 3 months.
But did they want there to be shit?
They didn't know.
I mean, I didn't know. They saw it. The fans saw it. Like I held the butt plug up to them, and so like they saw it, and then they're like, put it in your mouth, and I was like, okay. Then like,
and you didn't know that there was shit on it?
I did not even see it until I went to go wash it later. So like when I was washing it, I was like,
bitch, you got too many shit stories, B. What kind of diet? And we know you do a gallon a day, but what kind? You need to up that fiber.
It's probably too much fiber, but shit is requests with shit is shit and throw up. Putting my big toe in my pussy.
So
that was a request.
That was cool.
That was different, bitch.
Yeah, they wanted me. Yeah, that's
that
hard.
was different.
I think I saw you tweet about that.
They want me to put my big toe in my pussy. I cannot. That's a talent.
That's different.
I remember you talking about that, and I was like, well, look at she's adventurous. I want to know for the like I said, we kind of want to cater a little bit to the people that are considering OnlyFans. I want to know the biggest spike you've seen, whether it was something that was going on in the world, whether it's Christmas, whether it's a video you did, like. Was it marketing or a time frame in the year? Like, what are the spikes that you've seen on your OnlyFans? How do they happen?
There's obviously been a big spike with the COVID-19 because everybody's home and they have nothing else to do but beat their meat. So there's obviously been a big spike with that. We normally don't like Christmas time, we lose fans because, people are around their families. So when it comes to around major holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and even like 4th of July, we start to see it dwindle down. But growth has been, now everybody knows about it. The growth has just been steady.
And I want to ask you for the people who are looking to make an OnlyFans, like I said, even with the pricing, I think I only charge $11.99. Safari charges $20.99. Casanova charges $50. Do you feel like it's better to keep your price low and charge for extra content? Or what is your advice for how you would price an OnlyFans?
Honestly, you have to go based off of what you consider yourself. So if you're not white and you're not already famous, then you should think moderate.
And what's moderate?
Anywhere from anything under 15.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. It's interesting that you said if you're not white, almost like you can't charge more. When I was growing up, I was a big fan of what they called it, the Bunny Ranch Cat House.
Oh yeah, the Bunny Ranch
called at the time. And when there was a new black girl who came in, she asked one of the OG vet black girls, like, I don't know what to charge. And she said, well, you need to charge more because you are black. That's why they're coming in here. This is a fetish. Like, fuck that, charge more.
And that is true. And that probably, and no, that does not apply. I would say that would apply probably more in like full service sex work or stripping, but no, it does not. It really does not. That does not happen for OnlyFans. If you're marginalized in any kind of way, you're going to have to work a lot harder than Safari, Erica Mena, Johnny Blaze, anybody who's been on Love and Fucking Hip Hop. Right. So like you and you're not white because the Australia girl who sold nudes for
started crying.
Huh?
There's a clip of an Australian girl that is crying, basically saying, I can't afford to pay my rent, I can't do anything. It's like, it's so fucked up. So please subscribe to my OnlyFans.
No. The girl that was raising money with her nudes for the Australia fires.
Oh,
yes. She is actually the top creator.
Really?
She was on OnlyFans for all of 3 months, 6 weeks.
But they were, and it's crazy. I read that, but I thought that they were, at one point they tried to deny her money, right?
Oh, I'm
because of how she earned it.
I don't know anything of that. Like, I don't know about that, but I know like.
Oh, you mean the donation people? Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the donation.
The one
people.
where she was like, "I'll give you a free nude if you donate to the Australian fires," and then she created OnlyFans, and then like she was OnlyFans partnered with her, and that they were donating on her OnlyFans, and OnlyFans was sending like 100% of the donations, which they don't do. They keep their 20%, then you get, but they were sending, yeah. So it was a positive thing, yes, but then they like shot her up there, and then now she was talking about making like an OnlyFans house where she can help other OnlyFans girls, and everybody was like, no, this sounds mad pimpish because like you're new here, like who are you, do you even go here?
That's funny because those are one of the questions I had for you actually. I wanted to talk about like, you know, shelf life and like how long you would do this, because I feel like after or whatever point you may want to stop, you could coach women. Do you find that coaching girls to do something like this is pimping? Like,
no,
because we all want advice.
Because I do give advice all the time, and I'm testing out advice on some girls because I have to acknowledge that I'm light skinned and I'm conventionally pretty, so I have privilege. And then you have dark skinned women, and you're trans, you're, you know, all the people who are marginalized, who are not white and who are not already famous, they are starting from complete scratch, and they're already being told like, or even people who are big girls, like you can't be big and black, because then it's like you're working twice as hard. So I feel like giving advice to people who are really having to have to start from scratch is not a bad thing, and giving advice in a sense where they don't have to sign up under my referral code to do it, where I'm making money off of them. Like, I want you to grow because I need you to grow as another Black woman in the industry. Like, that's what I need. So
I love that.
It becomes pimpish because everybody wants them to sign up under their referral codes. And I feel like if you really want to see some people, and girls tip for your tips too. So like people who ask me for tips send me money, and I tell them to pay it forward to somebody else sometimes, because I'm not doing it for the money. I also recognize that I was kind of whorephobic prior to getting to sex work, so I have to do my due diligence to help the community that has accepted me.
I think it's not our fault. It's all a societal thing of like, you know, we have an episode about whorephobia where one of my best friends was like, I love you guys, but I have to come on the show and talk about how you guys call each other whores, and it's not in a fun way. And, you know, whereas Mandii and I think we would do it because we're always so playful with each other. That's how we talk to each other. I didn't realize the perception of how being like, bitch, you a hoe came off, when really it should be like, bitch, you're a hoe.
And so there's something that I actually saved in my notes for this conversation with the right person. And I saw tweet about it as well. So again, we do want to encourage people to start OnlyFans, to get into sex work, or to not shame sex work in the way that they do. However, this is still a company and a corporation. And so they actually changed their small print recently, which is making it to where OnlyFans does own your content and can now sell it to a third party without letting you know. Can you talk about how that has made you feel, or if it's affected you? Because basically, and I know you pay for a third party site to where if any of your content shows up on Pornhub, XNXX, or anything without your permission, it's taken down. Can you talk about how people have their OnlyFans content for free on other sites and how that's affecting you as a creator?
So first of all, any adult site we sign up on to sell our content has that little blurb about them owning the content. OnlyFans did clarify that they are saying that they're going to do like Pornhub does, where they can put their Pornhub logo over it and post it to like a tube site. OnlyFans doesn't have a tube site yet, but
OnlyFans doesn't even have an app.
Right. Well, yeah, they don't. Yeah. I have it installed on my phone as an app.
I don't think they ever will.
I have it installed as an app on my phone, but I don't know how I got it like that. So
So like, unless you jailbreak your phone, they're like the sexual content, because it's predominantly known for that, much like tube sites can't have apps, right? And it's because of the exchange of money for sex, right? So if you're making money on an application and it's going into a major bank and you're producing sex content on there, no, that's like something that I know Apple won't do. I don't know about Android yet, or Windows if anybody has that phone. But I want to know, speaking of porn hub and stuff like that, will you ever do mainstream porn?
I actually just got asked to do some last week.
Really?
How do you feel about that? Because I know that the difference in
it's something
money, maybe it's more work.
It's something that I've always wanted to do, just for the one time. I'm already busting it wide open. Might as well just be on a video somewhere too. Like on somebody's. So it's something I considered until they hit me with the prices, like how much they pay.
It's like $1,500, bitch, for the day. It's some bullshit.
They said, well,
let's talk money now. Money time.
We charge $1,000, but for you, because you're Miss BNasty and you're in the top 100 on Pornhub,
$3,000,
$1,200.
Bitch, you're lying. And you don't get residuals on the views or anything after it?
You know what? You can keep the $1,200.
If it's on your channel.
No, I would get nothing. Literally, that $1,200 was it.
Right.
And then
no. On your channel, like Pornhub girls that are like making their own channels, they're getting very, very, very minimal ones, right? They're getting like something like, I think it's like 20 cents for every 10 views, which is like super fucking low.
Yeah.
Low as fuck. And to be honest, I think it could have the possibility of hurting your OnlyFans, because right now, if I want to see BNasty fuck, that's what made me pay for you, right? Like 10 seconds on Twitter wasn't enough. And you can't really find you on Pornhub, so let me find you on OnlyFans. How do you feel about it? Do you think it could kick off some of your fans, because now they're like, well, she's on Pornhub?
It's actually helped me grow a lot. Like Pornhub, obviously you have Pornhub and it has like 60 million freaking people on it. And so I post those because like on Twitter, I was only doing censored promo posts on Twitter because like I wanted to make it a little harder to try to find the coochie. And then but then like people were still posting it and leaking it. So then I was just like, fuck it. Like, let me just drop uncensored clips or a little bit longer clips, because like Twitter doesn't deserve long clips. But and then you're getting all these views. It'll be 1 million views, no money from it.
No money.
So I was like, let me just go ahead and switch to Pornhub, because I seen Charlie B Hustle and she's gonna be mad because I definitely just fucking slipped her name. But Hurricane Fury, there it is. I seen them talking about Pornhub, and so I was like, let me just put these clips. If I'm getting like 200,000 views on Twitter, I'm sure I can gross that on Pornhub and then get that little $200.
And it's probably a way better converted traffic. I mean, I tell people all the time, like, when you're doing things like, I don't know, I've been asked podcast advice, but I'm starting to learn there's no real secret to the sauce. I don't believe that. But what I do believe is that you need to convert as much as you can your hive into buyers, right? So me going on IG Live, if I do it every day, maybe someone thinks I'm doing too much. But if there's 180 people on there and 10% convert into patrons, then that does turn into money for me, right? Or when I drop a product or if I ever sold something, that would turn into money, right? And to go to Pornhub where people actually, because you have a person like me who may not buy your porn, but I'm going to retweet and be like, this is nasty. But Pornhub, where they want more, absolutely. What other services besides your videos do you offer on OnlyFans?
Dick rates.
Good question.
That's it. Dick
what
rates. Like,
what's that? You did say you started doing
10?
that. Niggas just want to send their dick and you tell them if it's look good or not.
Yeah, so basically I did it.
Not dick rates. We got to add
that because like they're going to send it anyway. So I'd be like, oh, I don't open pictures without a tip first. And then they send a tip. So then you open it and they be like, so what you think? And I'm like, that shit is ugly. It is small. Like, I don't like it. Like people be unsubscribing after... Like and it says like I don't want to do this. First of all, I don't want to see your dick. I like big black dicks, like big, and it's always these non-black
Do you think they want to be humiliated?
Some of them do actually want to be humiliated. Like once you tell them how small it is, they're like, can I tip for more? And I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm just coming up with insults. So like, and then they be ashy. They be ashy.
Why? I don't know why niggas don't just put a little gloss on their dick before they send a picture.
They ask too. They ask like, can I get a dick rate? And I'll be like, yeah, $10. And then they're like, all right, $10 will come through. Ashy ass dick follows. So you knew you were gonna send this shit and then grab no lotion, no coconut oil, no spit, nothing, no Crisco.
Nigga, y'all better learn how to send these dick pics the right way.
And I'm like, did you mean to send that? It is ashy. You can't feel that dead skin on there?
Exfoliating. So, for final thoughts on this, like, how long do you think you'll do this? And after it's done, what'll be your next move? Will it be directing porn? Will you be selling your pussy products? Like, what is it?
You know what? I really enjoy what I'm doing right now. So I feel like if I were to ever get in a relationship where, I don't know. Like maybe I might stop. I don't know, because pregnant pussy be hitting too. Because I was gonna say I might stop if I get pregnant again. But then like I seen a girl do the whole thing while she was pregnant. She was making bank. So then I don't know if I'm ever going to stop.
Lena the Plug is doing it right now.
Brittany Jones did it.
Shout out. So shout out to Lena
but
and
I'm curious
Adam.
To know for Lena, how long will? Because right now she's at like baby belly. When it's obviously a baby belly, but like it's like a few months belly. When it's a big old belly, will she?
There's a big porn star right now who is pregnant, and you really can't tell. She does most of her videos from the back now, or or even straight on. She doesn't look completely huge. I'm assuming it's her first, but she doesn't look completely huge, and she's about to give birth. And like you'll see a couple people say, oh, your titties got bigger, and I'm like, oh, and she's like, yeah, people have figured it out. Some people have figured it out that I'm pregnant, and some people just haven't. And I'm like, I think it's going to change for them once they have the baby.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
a different life.
That makes sense. I'm so excited. So before we get out of here, we're going to get into our home mail. This comes from our Patreon, and it's actually one about OnlyFans. So it's about feet. It says, Mandii, hey girl, hey, random question for you. This one is for you since you're doing the damn thing with feet. And I wanted to ask you this because you include your feet a lot in your videos as well. So it says, does it matter if you have big feet? No. And I know you're 5'10"? Okay, so it says, I was talking to a friend that I was telling about the photographer episode. I told her because her feet are perfect, she said, does he do black women? I'm like, it's a black podcast and one of the hosts is all on his page. She tells me, oh, fuck. Well, it's a scientific fact that black women have bigger feet than any other race. I didn't know about that. I had to look that shit up. It was indeed a fact. One site, a white woman said she's seen Kerry Washington's foot in 12 Years a Slave and asked why she was so short with a size 9 foot. Then they started running down all of the science on why our feet as black people are bigger. I don't get into it because a nigga knows you don't believe in those facts all the time. But since you're dipping up in the foot pond, do you know anything about if big feet turn men on and if that is a fetish?
Yes.
So this is for you because, bitch, my foot, I think I would call it regular. I'm a size 7 in women, like a 5.5 in men. So, but you are 5'10", about right? 5'10". And what size shoe do you wear?
On a good day, I was about to bust them out.
Listen, go ahead.
On a good day,
it's going on YouTube.
On a good day, I'm a 9.5, 10 in open heels.
Okay, and do you find that people ask you to see your feet in a size 10? I know I see your feet a lot in the videos.
I would, like my cum faces, used to hide them, and then people they saw them in the video and they were like, yo, them shits is fire, like let's see them again. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like these gorilla feet. Fire, but I've hated my feet my whole life. Like my stepfather used to call me gorilla feet. Like I used to pick stuff up with my toes and like just that's what I just did. And so like I've always hid my feet. I used to cram my feet into my mother's size 8 shoes all through high school.
Oh wow. Because you wanted them to look smaller?
I wanted them to look smaller.
Well, you can shrink like So, I don't know what Asian society it is, or if it's just Chinese or Malaysian or what it is, but they used to tape down their feet and it would stop the growth. And so they have tiny, tiny feet. Yeah. And it would like grow this way. Their bones would change a little bit. You can do that. So wearing smaller shoes is, you might be right.
So I wanted to ask you, have you been requested and done foot, I guess, content on your outside of just showing them when you're playing with your puss?
Foot binding.
Actually, no, I have not. Like I've already discussed this with my new dick. Like I need to make a foot video. He's not really into feet, but he's down for me to use his dick and nobody else's dick for a foot video.
I'm not gonna lie. So I have done, I shot with Mr. Photographer. I've just been putting my feet, but a lot of them are asking for foot jobs. So when I find a nigga, maybe one of these salt and pepper niggas,
or get that King Nor dildo.
I did tell them that I was thinking of look, see, and bitch, that's gonna work out my ass a little bit. You know what I mean?
I want to get that like foot suck combo down. Like I'm trying to get that
foot
suck
combo.
Like I want to try to be like stroking the dick with my feet and. I've seen Charlie B. Hustle do it.
Have you seen that?
I've seen Charlie B.
The dick gotta be big,
long as hell. Yeah.
The dick gotta be so big.
Like trying, it's hard.
Oh my God, you could do it. No, but see, you're flexible as fuck.
You're flexible. That's not fair, bitch.
That ain't fair. God-given talent.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a long time.
Look,
bitch, we didn't ask you to motherfucking show off, ho.
Bitch, mind you, I'm the bitch. I'm the bitch that ain't even riding dick. Okay, my knees be popping.
All right, wait. Let me try to get it.
Here we go. This is me being flexible. Oh shit.
That's all I got.
Y'all, she has both of her legs behind her head. And now Weezy is attempting and failing miserably while doing so.
Oh man.
Well, I love it. Miss BNasty.
I'm gonna have an only fan. It's only gonna be one of them for me.
But before we get out of here, go ahead and drop where all of our listeners can listen to you. And of course, we're going to put some of our content on our social medias so y'all can see the beautiful Miss BNasty. But go ahead and let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter, Miss BNasty. You can find me on OnlyFans, Miss BNasty. You can find me on Instagram, Brittany Ray, baby.
Why did you switch it up?
That Brittany Ray, baby was before Ho. Like that was, It was Instagram. Since Instagram started, that was Brittany Ray, baby. And then Miss BNasty was born, and then it's like I could have merged them, but I had already had some followers, and that was too much work.
Gotcha.
I can't find it. How do we spell Brittany Ray, baby?
Brittany, BRITTNEE RA.
It should pop up with it.
RAE. Oh, okay, there it is.
You little slut.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. Before we get out of here too, guys, I want to talk about manifestation once again. Of course, we had technical difficulties last week when I hopped on Jadena's new show, The Lit Review. So I will be on there tomorrow at 8 p.m. If you go over to Jadena's YouTube channel, I will be on there. And basically, we are doing a book review about mating in captivity. And so we're actually going to be discussing, it's by Esther Pearl, but we are going to be discussing the difference between sex and intimacy. And it's just such a conversation that I know we've talked about it a lot, about how I've been able to have sex without intimacy and sex without feelings and emotions. And it's just, it's a really good book. So again, that's Mating in Captivity by Esther Pearl. Check me tomorrow on Jadena's YouTube where we discuss it. Shout out to my boy Yusuf. And also just know I am going to be shooting my motherfucking shot because that is my nigga. Just know that Jadena is my nigga. And he's going to be my baby. And just know, yeah.
If you want
this is so
to
invite
me in.
I love y'all know I love
You
Jadena,
can
okay?
invite me in.
What it is.
Invite me in.
Listen, he's a hottie.
Invite me.
Like,
Fine
you gotta
as
take
fuck.
how you get.
Girl, listen, I'll talk to him, girl, because he,
Just one time for the one time.
Things to plug. Every Tuesday, you can check me out on For Fact's Sake. I want to give a shout out to Eddie. We just hit new and noteworthy, which is such a big accomplishment for anybody who's a podcaster. You know that. And I am so proud of that. So check it out. We're going to be dropping 2-a-days on Tuesday because I was like, shit, we on this homepage. Keep dropping this shit. It's also weird because like I felt like all the listeners would be Whoreible Decisions listeners and his listeners, but now there's like random white people that just check out a new Apple podcast and they're like, who is this black bitch? What the fuck? So next week I can't wait to direct them to the slutty show that I have.
I hate you so much, V. No, and once again, guys, we are going to drop a clip from a bonus episode. If you are all caught up with Whoreible Decisions, as you guys know, you can go on over to patreon.com/Whoreible Decisions, and there we drop 3 bonus episodes a month. I drop some of my favorite porns. We have a whole community where they're sharing with each other. Again, if you guys listen to,
we do fun stuff on there.
The precursor for this week's episode came from one of our patrons. It's literally a whole community. Apparently, niggas is flying people out. There's a whole group chat. We give merch on there. It's really dope.
We're giving a free workout, by the way. This Saturday coming up. I don't know the date because I'm losing my days. But the Saturday coming up, we're going to be giving a free workout to you guys. Some fine ass girls doing it. It's going to be like light stuff. You don't need weights. It's just everything we could do at home. So it'll be Saturday, May 23rd at 12 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be 9 a.m. for the people in LA. But workout, let's get sweaty together. Bitch, let's get fine. And it's free, ho.
And again, we are going to leave you guys off with a bonus clip. Thank you guys for tuning in to yet another episode of Whoreible Decisions. Bye, bitch.
Thank y'all.
Say bye, B. Hey. That's like I say it real sexy, and he be ready.
So you can do a breathing exercise.
Literally. Because I still don't work.
The yoga voice for this.
No, literally, I'm on myself. Like, I don't ride the dick. So literally, as he's opening it, like, I prepare myself. So literally, I hold my booty cheeks open. Because I told you I'd be liking to do that. I like to hold it open for them. Because, like I said, it's big. I can't take little dick. So, and I have to, like, literally, like, I'll tell him, you're, like, I'm ready. And I have to not only walk him through it, but as he's inserting it, almost with every, like, insertion, I do, like, and, like, I just, like open my ass a little further. And I literally, like, I have a breathing exercise until it's all the way in. And then when he's all the way in, he has to stay there a couple seconds. And then I'm like, okay, then I have to tell him when to fuck me. Like, he can't just start penetrating. It has to get all the way in first. And then I let out a huge sigh to where, like, I'm working on all of my muscles relaxing. And then I'm like, okay, fuck my ass. And then the whole time I'm like, oh, you like fucking my ass, don't you? Like, and then I talk. But he literally, I do.
That's wild, unsexy.
It's sexy in the moment, damn it. But no, literally for anal sex, sexy for us. I mean, fuck y'all.
I lost an inch on that. Just so you know, I just lost an inch. You just took an inch from me.
That's a whole $100.
You know, a whole $100.
She said, and then I said, honey, you like fucking my ass out yet. Yo, I want to take that clip and make it my type of
we will not. We will not.
Don't you wish this was that ringtone era?
Yo,
if you could have made that a ringtone with your phone ringing, I'm gonna let you fuck my ass.
I'm gonna be like, hold on, it's my business partner.
You love fucking my ass. You love fucking my ass. You love fucking my ass.
And that's what we're doing.
No, it's cool. Listen, Mandii, hold up.
See, I'll tell you, I really don't like how every time we get guests, I become the laughing butt of the joke. I don't like this shit.
You always make me the crier.
No, you do that without me.
But still.
You said that.
So you be corny during sex without me.
I ain't corny, bitch. That's why these niggas ain't going nowhere. Bitch, it ain't corny. I'll take that. So I guess before we get into our whole mail, I wanted to ask the last thing, and this is maybe specific, again, for both men and women.
I have this one. I think this one.
The little dick one? That's what I was about to ask.
And I had how to increase stamina.
How would you suggest someone who has what was the question about little dick? How do you make your pussy tighter for little dick? Is there exercises?
No. It was best positions for little dick.
What is the best position for guys with little dicks?
So going by body positioning, the best way to get deep. Don't really have a lot of background on small dicks, but
just like, you know,
the best way to get the depth, if you're like trying to like go like cervical,
right?
You want to be flat on your back and then arch your pelvis up so that you can get over top.
Like a bridge.
Get the little wedge going down.
Yeah.
So get a it's funny.
But the thing about the wedges is they're at a set angle and everyone's angle isn't the same.
I mean, I guess
it's better to like feel your way through and
for a
figure it out.
suggestion through that though, I would do maybe try different pillows. So you can either do one pillow, two pillows. You could add maybe a decorative pillow. Them bitches be a little thicker. And like just level yourself until you're in there all the way.
The reason
But
when we were in the lobby, I was talking about how I thought it would be from behind.
No, bitch.
is because that's where I feel dick the most.
So we argued with this again. You know what? This is the part
Like when
of the
I
show-
can't take dick and when I'm running, it's from the back.
Wait, I want the patrons. This is the part where we would love for you guys to get into the comments. So this is where Weezy and I like differ.
Where do you think it goes the deepest?
Yeah, because literally for me, with having, I feel like as much ass as I do, a guy with a little dick from the back is the last position I want him to fuck me, only because literally I feel like this is sex, and when I have ass,
that's how you do sex.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Your sex is
This is my ass, but the dick is going in. But because it pokes out, I feel like it's genuinely pushing the body away. So I feel like all of the dick is not able to enter.
Okay.
And not only that, specifically being that way, like guys don't know how to move everything. You gotta lift and spread. You gotta lift and spread. Get everything out the way. And then, like I was saying, even in the thing, because I get so wet, I've had guys be fucking my thighs instead of my pussy and not realize that they weren't even in my, just because there's just so much going on. So that's why from the back, I just feel like, nigga, you're not even in my pussy right now.
The big difference.
You fucking my thigh crevice.
But where do you feel like you run from dick? What position?
Bitch, on top, I be running. I'm getting off.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So here's why. So the on top
knees coming
position
back
is very similar.
Next,
so
your turn.
if you're actually holding the pelvis, like, you know how you talk about the pillows and the wedge, but if you're actually holding the pelvis, then you can move it. So he can just stay in this position and just move your pelvis back and forth and rock you through that position and actually get a little bit deeper. So you know how you're talking about you relaxing into the depth from anal? It's the same thing. So that's how you can actually get in and start going cervical. You can go right through.
Or I can just
relax
not
enough.
fuck a small dick.
I thought I
That could be the other
actually hit
option.
my cervix
It's a viable
like a few
option,
days ago
you know?
on top.
You check it out.
We were fucking on the couch. 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 We were fucking on the